Here are the lineups, and Baggy's boss Tony Mowbray gives a debut to Dutch under-21 professional fullback Gianni Zyvalon, the club's most expensive defender. He replaces Carl Hawkins, who drops to the bench, as does winger Marek Cech. Slovenian Robert Koren makes his first Premier League appearance in his place. Everton boss David Moyes is fast running out of options. Midfielder Dan Gosling joins Cahill, Pienaar, Hibbert and Van der Meijden on the sick list. And with Thiago rejecting a loan move from Juventus, Moyes has no choice but to draft in the youngsters. Jose Baxter, Everton's youngest player, aged just 16 years, 198 days, earns his first Premier League start after a sub appearance last weekend. Skipper Phil Neville plays despite an ankle problem. So West Brom kick off their first home match back in the big time. Last time they played Everton here 3 seasons ago, they ran out impressive 4-0 winners. It was their biggest ever Premier League victory. They do have a fine home record over their opponents today. Can they get off the mark after last week's narrow defeat at Arsenal? Everton also looking to bounce back from defeat at Blackburn. We can hope for a competitive contest here. Kim gets his first touch out to Zyvalon. Greening. Zyvalon again, gets the ball back from Koren. Greening's ball looking for Miller. Towering header from Yobo. Alongside me is Tony Gale. What are you expecting today, Tony?
Well, good passing game, judging by the start from Albion. There must have been 15-20 passes from the off there. No chance of playing long at the start of this game, looking to play football, and that's how they want to stay in the Premier League, playing their football under Tony Mowbray. And Everton, a couple of youngsters in the side today, they're going to have to weather this first 20 minutes or so.
Koren. Oh, and Miller was looking to get on the end of that. Again, Yobo in the way. And they've started brightly, the Buggies.
Well, 2 good defensive headers already from Yobo, in and around his 6-yard area.
And they've got the first corner as well.
Just the start they wanted, Gary. Plenty of passing and a couple of set pieces.
Taken quickly. Yobo is there yet again for Everton. Phil Neville doesn't really clear his lines. And Mate have a crack from the edge of the penalty area.
Well, cracking start, all about keeping the tempo now, Gary, for Albion. It's a good start to the game, getting the crowd on their side, bathed in sunshine, the Hawthorns this afternoon, and trying to keep that tempo quick. It'll be very, very difficult on an afternoon like this, but that's what this man's going to want, Tony Mowbray. Good passing side in the Championship. Got to prove that they can do it in the Premier League as well.
Brought down by Yobo. Good position for a free kick here. Kim Do-hyun's gone straight to the ball. Leon Barnett up to bolster the attack. Now will the Korean Republic front man go for goal here?
1 spare on the far post, Gary. 3 men marking 4.
Kim goes for it.
Well, optimistic, just didn't get it dipping down in time. Decent enough strike, but not enough dip on it. But I just thought from that far post they outnumbered Everton. May have gone there. Went for the target and was over.
Scored a couple of goals in pre-season. Very impressive, and promises there's more to come from him as well. Neville's header. Osman to Arteta. Well, that's the highest ball of the afternoon. First clearance from Carson. Arteta. Blocked off by Paul Robinson. Greening. Zyvalon. Morrison. Greening. Mate moves clear of Yakubu. Kim. Nicely done. Looking for Miller. Milton Baines had to be alert to the danger there. Baxter to Jagielka. Kim just took his eye off the ball. Zyvalon has it back. Morrison. Caught by Baines. Baines for Everton. Baxter. Jagielka. Close down. Morrison. Corin. Morrison. Miller. Kim. Finding a little bit of space. Looking for handball against Phil Neville. It's just a corner kick.
It has to be handball. Has to be. Brunt's trying to curl it past him. There you go. Arms well out there. Has to be handball. He's trying to defend the cross coming in. The arms are out. There has to be handball. And Rob Stiles was only about 5 or 6 yards away.
Second corner for West Brom. Kim to deliver. That's over everyone. The first one was short. The second one was long.
He's gone for a throw-in on this far side, trying to get too much pace on it and just leaning back at the last moment. But Albion have certainly knocked it about the better of the two sides at the moment. No real threats on the Everton goal or on the Albion goal, but there's Tony Mowbray. I think he'll be pleased. I think that's Peter Grant down there with him, his assistant. He'll be pleased the way they're knocking. Yeah, then it was at West Ham under Alan Pardew. I think they're pleased the way they're knocking it about, but they've got to create some chances.
Brunt. Easy for Lescott. Neville. Yobo. Square balls in defence, Everton. Fearless. Jagielka. Neville. Looking for some movement ahead of him. Here's Arteta. Hasn't seen too much of the ball in the opening stages. Lescott. Arteta looking for Yakubu. Corner kick-off line is the referee's verdict. Looked like a goal kick to me.
Looked like a goal kick. Tried a little step over. Oh, and he's given it a goal kick. I think he's corrected himself. There you go. Step over that didn't go quite right. Well, there we go. Get on with the game, Rob. That's the new motto, and you've got to be able to laugh at yourself as well.
I don't think it was that funny, to be fair. Arteta caught by Robinson.
Someone they got to get in the game, Everton, Gary, because he's the one who's going to make that pass that's going to get down the side for Yakubu. Might have to start wandering away from that right flank and get into the game more.
Well dealt with by Abele Mate. Appreciation from the home fans. Yakubu. Oh, he's come away with the ball. Osman.
Well, that's the strength of Yakubu. And if you make mistakes in the Premiership, you normally get punished. There you go, get too tight, Yakubu will roll you. Look at that strength, upper body strength. Just can't get around the other side of him. And then not the best of finishes from Osman. Drags that shot wide. One of the strongest strikers about, Yakubu. Great upper body strength.
Barnett. Corin. Greening now. Grunt to Kim. Clear of Jagielka. Miller. Just trying to tee it up. And Corin with the strike and a good save from Howard.
Well, there's a shot at the end of this move. Again, a passing movement of 12-14 passes ends up in a bit of a half-hit shot that Howard pulls round for a corner. At least they got a shot in on the end of that one.
Third corner for West Brom. And Kim get his delivery right this time. It's better towards Robinson. Away by Jagielka. Morrison. Big men are still forward here. Oh, there's no one in the centre to capitalise on that well-placed header from Brunt. Greening. Oh, Robinson bombing forward down that left-hand side. Mate. Morrison. Baines puts a stop to that. Everton's turn. Osman. Arteta. One for Yakubu to chase, but Mate's there. Here's Rodwell. Everyone doing very well to hold off Osman.
It's a hard task at the moment, trying to get it into the striker, Miller for Albion or Yakubu for Everton. Enough targets up front for either side, just trying to play through this midfield area.
Overhit by Kim Do-hyun. Baines. Osman well tackled by Zyvalon. Pressing on his debut here. Robinson to Kim. Just showed a little bit too much of that. So Rodwell, Baxter now. Neville, Arteta. Baxter moving in from the left-hand side, up to Yakubu. Baxter hit Barnett, which took the sting out of the shot. Grunt. Miller. Now Zyvalon. Morrison. Well, some black and white shirts in the penalty area, 3 of them. Can Morrison get the cross in? Baines is a defender. He knew he wanted it on his right foot. He's got the corner.
Good defending. And a couple of minutes ago as well, Baines prevented the shot coming in, this time the cross. Thought maybe Morrison could have slipped Zyvalon in a little earlier.
Well, Chris Brunt's decided he's going to take charge of West Brom's 4th corner. The 3 previous ones have been a bit disappointing. That one, frankly, isn't much better. Kim, oh, lovely turn away from Baxter, and not a bad cross either. That was a moment of quality. career as a public striker.
That's where you need your quality moments, Gary, in that last third. Lovely little turn, takes it on his instep, away from the defender, cross up to the far post, just a fraction too hard. But look at this touch. No chance of living there with that one when it happens so quickly. Lovely touch from Kim.
Yakubu's header. Now Brunt goes for it. Fizzing effort.
That's better. Great strike from Brunt, wasn't it? Thought it was dipping in. Catches it flush. Great strike. You can see it moving in the air, but I think Howard's got it covered all the way. It's moving around though. That's what they would like to see him do, this young man as well. Come in off that left flank, let fly.
This is Brunt. Well, Corin caught by Osman. It wasn't a very pretty challenge. Referee reaches for his pocket for the first time. Yellow card.
No need for me. Hasn't been that type of game. No need. I don't think it was a malicious foul. Leon Osman tried to nick it round the other side. For me, there's no need to book him on that one. Get on with the game.
It's the first poor challenge of the whole match, isn't it? Greening. Oh, Zyvalon just took his eye off the ball. Scott Carson's enjoyed a very quiet first half, hasn't he? Here's Kim Do-hyun. That's an Everton ball. Phil Neville just trying to earn a few extra yards. Scruffy, to say the least. Kim Do-hyun. Greening out to Morrison. Here's Zyvalon. Too far for Miller. Easy for Lescott. A little bit predictable.
Yes, as soon as that ball goes forward into the striker, it's just gobbled up by Everton. And what happens in the Championship, you have a lot of passes and you just open teams up. But in the Premier League, it's a lot more discipline from defences and midfields in front of them. So no one really jumps out of position. You have to open them up. And at the moment, Albion are struggling to create some chances.
Robinson to Kim. And the Yobo across. Fans appreciate that passing move. Brunt to Robinson. Now Kim. Can Corin get there? Yes, he can. Corner kick.
Well, again, some decent passing in and around that area, but the last cross has cut out. Hoping for a good delivery from Kim on this left-hand side to try and get his own players attacking and getting across their markers.
Taken short this one. Brunt's cross.
Good defending, Phil Neville. Just eased his attacking marker out of it. Far post, he's always got his eye on him. Look, watch Phil Neville. Good defending, look. Always got his body between ball and man. No problem. Good experience defending.
Everton involved in a very open game last weekend. As Tim Howard takes charge of that situation. Very different this week. Baines. Baxter. Turned by Zyvalon. Osman to Jolien Lescott. Intercepted by Coran, looking straight away for Ismail Miller. And Yobo realised he'd been turned and fouled him. Free kick given.
He's done the difficult bit, Yobo. Got Miller out towards his touchline. No need to foul. He isn't going anywhere. He's done brilliantly to get him out there. And there's a little bit of a nick and gets too tight and gives away the foul.
Well, West Brom have had a lot of set pieces in this sort of position. And really, they haven't made the best use of them. Kim Bocon and Chris Brunt over the ball here. Everyone back for Everton. Kim puts it in. That's a much better delivery. Here comes off Neville. It'll be a corner. Shot was by Morrison.
Pressure mounting just before the break. Few set pieces to defend, but in fairness, Everton have defended them well. Albion haven't really looked like getting their head on it first. Maybe a change just before the break.
Corner number 6 for West Brom. Kim puts it in. Oh, it's over everyone again.
Well, I don't know who keeps spotting on that far post. I think it's someone in the stand with a replica shirt on, because they're all rushing near and he's going far. Annoying. It's work all week on set pieces, defending and attacking. If the delivery isn't right, you're not going to get anywhere. And so far the deliveries have been poor on both sides, Kim and Arteta.
Arteta. It was really given away by Kim there. And a very good challenge by Zyvalon to win it back for West Brom. This is Brunt to Greening. Miller. Zyvalon. Coran. Is this attack going anywhere? Zyvalon looking for Kim. Lescott's a defender. Morrison. Chance for the cross here from Zyvalon. Oh, it's into a great area. Miller was in there and headed the ball the wrong way.
Chance of the game. I thought he was in. Brilliant cross from this right-hand side, Zyvalon, and there's Miller. He's in. Oh, he just gets ahead of the ball. Just gets ahead of it. Gets in behind Lescott and Yobo, in front of Howard. He's only got to get more on it, and it's the opening goal. Just gets ahead of the ball. Just misjudged it.
7th corner. Over Mayte. Comes to Kim. Oh, there's 5 in the middle here. But, that one just comes off the top of the crossbar.
Oh, chance of the half, only chance of the half. Great ball in from Zyvalon. He gets in behind the centre-backs, in front of the keeper, but he just gets ahead of it himself. Just misjudges the run, mistimes the leap. He's only got to get anything on it, really. Look at that. Chance of the game. Should have been 1-0.
Zyvalon's cross just took a little nick off Baxter on the way through. Kim goes to ground, no foul. Rodwell. Neville. Given away by Jagielka. Straight to Kim. Jagielka wins it back. Arteta. The yellow shirts flood forward here. Oh, the free kick's been given. His challenge on Osman. Yellow card shown.
Well, I didn't think Leon Osman deserved the yellow card. Hey, Rob hasn't got to get carried away, start brandishing the cards. Leon Osman this time the one who was fouled on by Mayte, and he gets the yellow card. Bob Styles calling over Greening now, telling him to shut up Zyvalon, otherwise he'll be in the book as well.
Yellow card for Zyvalon. He looks absolutely dumbfounded.
Well, here's the foul from Mate. Now, does that deserve a yellow card? I'm not sure. I think he's coming round the other side. Look at that. Not sure that deserves a yellow card, or Osman in the first place.
Somehow we've got 3 players booked in this first half. Now, can Mikel Arteta test Scott Carson here? Baines is there as well. Everyone back for West Brom. Arteta straight into the wall. And there's the half-time whistle. Well, a very quiet and cagey first 45 minutes. Ismail Miller with really the only chance of the entire half in the final minute. And he couldn't quite get his angles right with the header following Gianni Zyvalon's cross. Otherwise, very little to talk about. Half-time at the Hawthorns. It's West Bromwich Albion 0, Everton 0. Just 2 wins from 18 league visits here from Everton. Very poor record over the last 40 years. Of course, 40 years ago, this was the FA Cup final, which West Brom won very narrowly in extra time. Well, there's been no goalless draws between these 2 teams for a quarter of a century. Precious few opportunities in that first half. And surely the points are here for the taking. No changes to either side at the break. Plenty of supporters still taking their seats after some half-time refreshment. What are we to expect in this second half, Tony?
Well, what we want, I don't know if we're going to expect to see it, but I think we've got to see a few more shots on goal and crosses. A little bit more activity in the last third for both teams. A little bit more punch, productivity. A lot of decent passing in and around the midfield areas, but generally crowded out. But just when they get up to these areas, that has to be a bit better, the quality.
There's Robinson. He went very close to scoring at Arsenal last weekend. His shot cleared off the line. Osman. Arteta. The yellow shirts are pouring forward here. He can't get past Zyvalon. Kim Do-Kon. And Zyvalon just trying to keep his footing. Kim. Intercepted by Jagielka. Arteta. Yakubu the target. Barnett with the header. Greening. Almost a catastrophic stumble. Lescott still being roundly booed. Barnett. Zyvalon. Barnett looking for Brunt.
Just having a look around, Gary, at the start of this second half, if there were any changes to either team. Certainly not in personnel, but a little bit of a change on this right-hand side. See, Baxter's come out on this right-hand side. Robble's tied down more of a 2 in midfield now with Jagielka. Arteta's switched out to the left, and Osman has reverted to how he started last week, just off the striker Yakubu. So David Moyes making the first change out the 2 managers, giving up a little bit in the middle of midfield to hopefully get a little bit more support to his striker.
Neville. Jagielka. There wasn't much Yakubu could do with that one. Ditto Miller. Morrison. And again. Corrin. Jonathan Grooning, the skipper. Runs. Robinson makes a run on the outside. Yobo deals with the through ball. Eventually.
No chances or risks taken by Yobo. Thought he maybe could have took that one down and played it out.
Kim. Couldn't put it into Brunt's path. Baxter. Barnett. And Miller together. Yakubu. Complaining. Barnett was climbing all over him. Robert Corrin. Expressive. Brunt. Robinson's up with it. Lescott's header away. A little bit more zip about that attack.
Well, David Moyes' change of tactics has given a little bit more room to Albion as well, so we should see a better game in the second half and more chances and more crosses like that coming in from Brunt. Spare man in midfield Albion now they've really got to make that count.
Corrin to Zaibalon. That's something on it. Cleared by Lescott, even though Tim Howard would surely have taken that. Played in 4 Black Country derbies in his Wolves days. 1-1, drawn 1, lost 2. Leighton Baines clearly felt that was an Everton throw. It's a Baggy's ball. Gianni Zaibalon to take. Over the head of Miller. Very high ball from Yobo. Called it late there, referee plays on. Morrison, away by Baines. Denied by Mate. Good back header by Leon Barnett. Corrin. Zaibalon. Miller. Nicely done, worth a go, saved by Howard.
A decent turn by Miller. Fair strike, but it was a comfortable height for Howard. Probably one of the easiest takes for a goalkeeper at this height. Straight down his throat. But an attempt at goal.
Well, the home fans here are waiting on a heck of a din. High boot from Baxter on Paul Robinson. Fans were pretty quiet in their first half, but goodness me, it is very noisy in here now. Can the players respond to this? Rodwell to Baxter. Lescott. Yakubu.
Well, the crowd keep this up all season. They're going to have sore throats, Gary, aren't they? Great atmosphere, really trying to get their team going, the Albion supporters.
Miller took that nicely. Brunt looking to return it to Miller. Here comes Howard. Oh, Miller gets there. Saved by Howard. Oh, that was beautifully done from West Brom. And Tim Howard maybe got a bit lucky.
There's a great ball by Brunt in behind the central defenders. Good run by Miller, and Howard done extremely well just to hold his ground, because I thought he was going to give away a pen at one stage.
Brunt's cross cleared by Yobo. Robinson. West Brom have started the second half much brighter. Here's Corin. Kim. Into outfoot Lescott then. Is there an outlet for the Career Republic man? There was a chance for Miller.
Great ball by Brunt, wasn't it? Look at it, just curled in behind Yobo. Good run by Miller. Howard does well, he stops in his tracks. Otherwise he could have clouded into Miller and gave away a penalty. Good goalkeeping, good run by Miller.
Osman, lovely skill. It opens up for Leon Osman here. Too many touches in the end. Baines, Rodwell. Back comes Kim. Will it break for Arteta here? And Vaughan. Corner kick.
The Everton fans now, their chance to lift the roof behind the goal. I think Osman's got to get a right footer in here. He was waiting for the perfect setup. Didn't come. Eventually it rolls it back across the area to Arteta. And I thought he was going to let fly, but he cuts back. And eventually Albion clear. First bit of pressure from Everton.
It was his first touch, Vaughan. Since coming on. Third corner for Everton. Arteta takes. Oh, it's in! Rodwell! With a towering leap, but not given. Pushing by the youngster. Frustration for Everton. And for David Moyes, who's fuming pitch side.
The pushing and shoving that goes in the area. This is a big, big decision. For me, I don't think that's too bad. He gets the early leap. Rodwell gets the early leap. Watch. There he goes. There's nothing wrong with that for me. Nothing wrong whatsoever. Gets above a static defender. That's a decent header. If you get the first leap, the defender can't jump. OK, the arms are up, and the defender can't jump, but that was a decent header for me. Contentious decision.
Oh, Jack Rodwell denied. Only his second senior appearance. Kim's ball cut out by Yobo. Vaughan's header. Barnett in the way. This is Mate. Given away to Arteta. Everton have come back strongly here. Taken nicely by Osman! Everton take the lead. Leon Osman, who scored twice against West Brom 4 years ago, has scored a brilliant goal here.
Well, maybe a little bit of justice straight after the disallowed effort. Great little ball from Arteta. 2 touches to get it out of his feet by Osman, and a great strike across the keeper. Carson gives him no chance. 1-2 out of his feet, and look how quickly he gets the shot away. Carson doesn't have time to get down. That's the secret. Couple of touches and look, bang! Great strike, great goal. Arteta and Osman linking brilliantly.
Well, David Moyes has just seen his side had a goal chalked off, and they responded in stunning style. Tony Mowbray has got plenty to ponder, because his side were well on top, but couldn't translate that into goals.
Had most of the play, Albion, but haven't created that many chances, Gary. And the key was, I think, David Moyes had made the offensive change at half-time. Creates that little bit more space. You give away a little bit in the middle of the park, but you're more capable of getting chances like that.
Corin for West Brom. Morrison. Away by Jolyon Lescott to Vaughan. Now Arteta. Caught by Brunt. I think he knew exactly what he was doing there. Here comes the referee's yellow card again.
Well, that one was a bit of frustration. Lovely little bit of play by Arteta to slip Brunt, and just had a lash out at the end. Lovely bit of skill. Falls him all ends up. There you go. There was the intent. Once David Moyes changed his tactics, the game's opened right up.
Meite's header. Straight to Arteta. Neatly away from Greening. Barnett. Given away by Morrison. This is Leighton Baines. Zaivalon and Yakubu. Free kick to the Baggies. Frustration written all over the face of the Nigerian. The fans unhappy that there was no booking.
Oh, 30-second lecture. Albion just want to get on with the game. Could have done that warning in as the game was going on. Just had a little quiet word to Yakubu. Didn't need to give it the big in front of everyone, so we all knew. Just give him a little warning in his ear hole.
Greening. Caught by Arteta. Well, can West Brom find a way through here? Robo's header. Osman. Very neatly done away from Zaivalon. He's out of position. This is Yakubu running at Barnett. Who gets the block challenge in for a corner.
Good defending from Barnett, but a little bit of quality in midfield from Osman and Arteta, leaving a one-on-one. Again, good defending, standing up, not making the decision easy for the striker, and eventually getting his block in. Good defending.
Everton taking their time over the set piece. Adulation for Mikel Arteta as he goes across to take the corner. And those travelling Everton fans. Fourth corner here for the visitors. Full back for Osman, takes a touch. Oh, and just over the crossbar. A clean strike.
Well, I think it was all set up for the first time volley. I'm sure it was meant for that, but Osman has a touch on the Arteta corner. And just, well, the dipping volley's just over, right onto left. Well, I've seen Paul Scholes score some crackers like that from the corner pulled out and just fires away on the volley. Difficult skill, but might have been worth a go.
Given away by Baines to Morrison. Away by Julian Lescott. Yakubu to chase here. Meite's a defender. Yakubu gets there! Oh, a defensive catastrophe for West Brom. And Yakubu gets his 100th goal in English football. What a disaster for the home side.
Well, as soon as the clearance bounced, you knew Meite was in trouble. Carson's on top of him, and Yakubu just heads it over the advancing keeper. That's an absolute disaster. And that is welcome to the Premier League. That's a mistake. It costs you a goal. May get away with it in the Championship, but not in this league. Long clearance from Lescott. Pitches up. Carson's got to stay away from it, because still he had it all to do, Yakubu, but he makes it easy for Yakubu and he just nods it over him.
Greening. Show McDonald. Nice run. Morrison. Roman Bednar. That was the chance they've been looking for.
Had a little bit more time than he thought. I think he could have had another touch to dig it out of his feet. It's a good little ball into him, and he just needs to have another touch there, get it out of his feet and then strike, because trying to strike it there, no chance of hitting the target.
Here's the change for Everton then. Yakubu leaving the field, having scored the 100th Premier League goal of his time in England. A century of goals in English football, big achievement. The man coming on is Nuno Valente. Started the game last week, had to make do with a place on the bench this.
Well, now David Moyes sensing the time is right to just close the game out. Maybe leave Vaughan He's the isolated striker, and just close it up a little bit in midfield again.
I'd had to rethink that if Bednar had scored. Brunt to Robinson. Well, plenty of fans have decided enough's enough. Disappointing first home game back in the big time. Tony Mowbray saying in the programme today he's under no illusions about the size of the task, and his challenge is to make sure West Brom are competitive in every single game. And they have been today. It's the end product that's been the problem. Morrison against Rodwell. Into Brunt. Bednar. Oh, handball by Neville. Penalty given. Frustration for Everton. Phil Neville can't believe it. And West Brom have a chance to get back in the game.
Well, a little give and go, and he couldn't have been any closer, Rob Stiles. I think he's about 3 yards away from it. So he's right on hand, and looked like ball on hand. There we go. Little give and go. Brunt. Neville turns there, and you can see up against his hand, and just there, look at that. He couldn't have been any closer, Rob Stiles. And he says handball. He's about 3 or 4 yards away.
Roman Bednar has the chance to score West Brom's first goal of the season. Bednar against Howard. Well, the Baggy season's up and running. Roman Bednar has got his first Premier League goal. And West Brom's first strike of the season. Can they now grab a point?
Well, confidently taken. Howard goes the wrong way. I think he just had that little bit of a hesitation, so he knew he was going to go. 2-1, sets it up for a little grandstand finish.
Oh, good impact by the substitute. The replay did suggest that it may not even have touched Phil Neville's hand at all. I'm sure David Moyes will have plenty to say about that.
All I can say, he was very close to it, Rob Stiles, wasn't he, Gary? He was about 4 or 5 yards. He didn't have an obstructed view, and he gave it straight away. A little unclear whether it was or not from our angles, but Rob Stiles gave it straight away from his.
Well, we're in the final minute of normal time. Suddenly, the West Brom fans have got renewed impetus. Just over Beattie's head.
And there it is again, Gary. You can see Rob Stiles is in a great position. There it is there. Oh, it looks like he flicks up off his left foot originally, but whether it flicks onto the other hand, I'm not so sure.
3 minutes of stoppage time. Morrison through for the goal scorer, Bednar. Unfortunate slip, and then a free kick for the foul on Nuno Valente. Certainly put himself about a bit since coming on. Well, it may not prove costly in the end. Urgency required now from West Brom. Brunt couldn't control that header. There's a bit of composure required in the final third. Barnes. McDonald will chase it down. It's an Everton throw. Everton's header, swept away by Jack Rodwell. Maytag. We'll be thinking about that defensive calamity earlier after this game. BT back to Greening. Oh, the footing. Jagielka. Arteta. Now, are they just going to run this down? Still with the Spaniard. Rodwell. Osman. Vaughan. Jagielka.
Keeping the ball well, running that clock down here, Gary.
Neville. Pass Robinson, beautiful skill. Corner kick.
Excellent, that's what they wanted. Corner, just to run the clock down. Phil Neville, there you go. Not often he does that, little nutmeg getting around the other side. And he gets a corner, but for me, the man who's keeping the ball in the middle of the park there has been the man of the match, Jagielka. Excellent, breaking up attacks, winning set-piece headers. Really, I think, been man of the match.
It's all over. Victory for Everton after their frustrations last week. Yakubu with what proved to be the winning goal. Leon Osman with a terrific strike to get the ball rolling. Joy for those Everton supporters who were beaten in the last minute against Blackburn 7 days ago. Their season is up and running. David Moyes can be a very proud man with all the kids in his squad. Consolation goal came from Roman Bednar from the penalty spot, but a lesson in the harsh realities of Premier League football for West Brom today. Back-to-back defeats for them, and plenty for Tony Mowbray to ponder. Full time at the Hawthorns. West Bromwich Albion 1, Everton 2. David, first away game at the home of a newly promoted side. You must be very proud to come away with a win.
No, not half, because they came up West Brom with great momentum, played really good last season, and you know, it's always difficult going to a new club who've been promoted on the first day, and it proved to be that.
Cagey first half from both sides?
No, West Brom were much better than us in the first half, and you know, maybe a little bit unfortunate they didn't get a goal. I thought they had quite a lot of round our box, but I thought we defended well enough to keep them out.
Start of the second half, you know the value of fans getting behind you, and they really got behind West Brom, didn't they?
Yeah, as you would expect. You know, they're as I said, they're newly promoted. Their supporters should be really pleased with Tony Mowbray and the team have done, so they're right to get behind their team.
And then, of course, Leon Osman scored a quality first goal for you.
He did, and maybe could have scored one before that. You know, he had a chance to score before it, but maybe the first goal was going to be very important today.
And your goal, well, you could never have expected that long ball would lead to a goal, surely.
I never, you know, as a striker, you have to chase everything, which I did, and you never gave up and chase at the end and to get the goal, and which is good to keep to reduce the pressure.
And 100 goals in English football, you didn't know that before today?
I didn't know, and after the game, and one of the guys said to me, he said, "Oh, you scored 100 goals in England," and for me, I'm so pleased and to score goals, and I hope I will score more again.
Well, after disappointments at home last week, Everton win on the travels, beating Premier League new boys West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns. Osman and Yakubu on target for the